everyone, I'm Bindu Jayadev. I welcome you to my channel Math Studio. In this video, we will learn chain-based index numbers from the topic index numbers. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you don't miss out new lectures for different concept of topic index numbers. Students, please like and share the video with your friends. This topic is a part of the syllabus for the different courses BCom, BMS, BBI, BAF and MBA. Chain-based index number. These are also called as chain index. Chain index. Instead of fixing a base year permanently and keep on finding the corresponding price index with respect to base year may not be much use for every commodity chain. Hence, the concept of chain-based index number came into existence. In this type of index numbers, the current year prices, that means the current year prices are compared to the previous year prices, and this continues for each year, that is for every year. Index numbers are calculated by taking the previous period as the base year. That means here, if you consider 2001, 2002, 2003 and 2004, you are going to calculate the index number for the year, that is 2004. You will take it which one as a base? 2003 as the base. That means if you are calculating 2004 index number, you will use 2003 as the base. If you are going to calculate 2003 the index number, you will take the previous year, that is 2002 as the base. This is the way it will continue. That's why it is called as a chain index. That means each and every year we are going to consider the previous year as the base period. That's why it is called as chain-based index number. There are two formulas is there for calculating the chain-based index number. That is why step number 1 and step number 2. I will explain to you while doing the sum. But try to understand one thing. There are two types of sums will come. You need to understand that two, which are the two types. In the first type, they will give you only one commodity in a particular commodities prices in a particular period. That means from here 2001 to 2004, but it's only for one commodity. But in second type of sums, there are many commodities and a base, means the period is like the same 2001 to 2005 or whatever it is. Therefore, here both the cases we are going to do in differently, but going to use the same formula. That is for one is linked relative and another one is chain based index number. Linked relative, what is the meaning? That means what is a link between these years? That is what is giving. Link relative equal to current year price divided by previous year price into 100. After calculating the link relative, you can calculate what is a chain-based index number. Chain-based index number equal to average link relative of current year. This word average will use for type 2 and type 1, that is link relative of current year, that is we are already going to calculate by using the first formula, into chain-based index number of the previous year all divided by 100. Therefore, these two formulas we are going to use it and to calculate for chain-based index number. We are going to calculate the entire sum by using the table only. I'll show you how to construct the table and how to calculate it. Now we will consider the example first, that is example number 1. From the following, construct chain-based index number. Now see here, the years are given 2001 to 2005. The prices also given. Here what is that? The years are there and one of the commodities prices are given in different period, that is from 2001 to 2005. Now how do you calculate? Just prepare as a table. Therefore, what is the table here? In that table, there are 4 columns. First 2 column, that is your question, that is your year and prices. That means here 2001 to 2005, and from here 23, 28, 35, 30, 45 and 52 the prices are written. Next column, that is your link relative, and last column, that is your chain based index number. That is your chain based index have written. Now see here, this is 2001 prices, that is 23. But 2001, before it is 2000, we don't know what is the prices of that particular commodity in the year 2000 because the previous year is not given. That's why we are going to take it as 100 as a link relative and 100 as a chain based index number. That means each and every column, once if your table you are going to construct, the starting one, it is going to be 100 the value for link relative as well as chain based index number, because we don't have the previous information is given in the data. Now, after this, we are going to continue with our formula. First formula, link relative. The link relative, what is link relative formula? That is current year price divided by previous year price into previous year price into 100. This is the first formula we are going to use. That means link relative is equal to current year price divided by previous year price into 100. Now see here, we will consider here first. That means here 2002 we are calculating, right? 2002, what's the price? That is 28. This is the current year price and this is the previous year price. Therefore, how do you, the calculation you can write here, 28 divided by 23 into 100. Now the next 2003. While calculating 2003, the link relative, we are going to consider 2002. That means 35 divided by 28. Therefore here 35 divided by 28 into 100. Here the same way 45 divided by, that means current year price divided by previous year price into 100. And the last one, current year is 52, previous year is 45 into 100. Now take your calculator and calculate this value. The first link relative is 100. Next one, it is coming 121.74. Suppose 121 point, this is 7391. The answer is actually 7391 after calculating. You just make it to, after decimal 2 digit, that is 74. Since here, see, this is after second digit, that is 9, more than 5. Therefore, you are adding plus 1. That's why I have rounded to 2 digit, that is 121.74. It is written. Next, 125. 128.57. Here the last one, 115.55. Therefore, you have completed the column, that is link relative. Now, what is the column? Chain base index number. What is the formula for chain base index number? Chain base index number equal to, I'll just show you once again the formula. See here, link relative here, link relative of the current year. What is the current year link relative? Into chain base index of the previous year divided by 100. Therefore, this is for type 1 we are going to use it. This average word we are going to use for the second type. That when I am going to do it, that one I will explain to you. Therefore, here the formula is link relative of current year into chain base index for previous year. Now, we will calculate the last column. Once you finish this column, your answer it is ready. Okay. This is chain base of index number of 2001. Now we are going to calculate that 2002. What is your chain base index? What is the formula? That means it is current year link relative. I'm writing in short form, relative into. That means current year link relative. What is the value? That is 121. Therefore, I'm writing here 121.74 into. What is the next? Chain base index of previous year. That means chain base index of which year? Previous year. That means here, what is the chain base index of previous year? That is 100. That means you are multiplying like this way. 121.74, that is your current year link relative, into previous year chain base index, that is here 100, whole divided by 100. This is divided by 100 is your formula. Therefore, here 100 cancel, answer is also equal to 121.74. Now see, what is the next? Next, you are calculating chain base index of 2003. In that time, you are going to consider this value as your current year link relative. That means you are multiplying with this value into this column. This way it will go. That means 125 into, what is the previous year chain base index? We already calculated, that is 121.74 divided by 100. Multiply the numerator and divide by 100. You are going to get it the answer, that is 152.18. Next, how do you calculate? Now you got the technique, right? That means you are multiplying this one. This is current year link relative. Multiply with previous year chain base index. That means here 128.57 into 152.18 whole divided by 100. Your answer 195.66. The last one, you are going to multiply that this way. That means 115.55. current year link relative into previous year chain base index divided by 100, that is equal to 226.09. Now see here, if you want to calculate this last value, it is really depends on the previous value. That means this is chain way. That means here you want to calculate like this way. Then only you can complete this figure. Therefore, once you completed the table, that means it is completed your answer for calculating the chain base index of this series from 2001 to 2005. We use two formula, that is for link relative as well as chain base index. Now for your practice, I will show you one more question how to find chain base index for the same type of question. Now see, read the question. Here, the same type, the year, you want to find chain base index, and here is given and prices, that is for only one commodity. Therefore, here you are going to make it 4 column. First column year, second column that is prices, your prices, and link relative, last column chain base index number. If you want index, or otherwise you can write chain base index number. Therefore, starting for 2000, for link relative is 100, because we are assuming that it is 100 because previous year informations are not given in the data. That's why we are starting with 100 and 100, because it is 2001 is depend on 2000. Therefore, without getting link relative of 2000, you cannot calculate link relative of 2001. Sorry, chain base index of 2001, 2, 3 and 4. Now the same way we are going to calculate link relative. What is the formula link relative? That is current year price divided by previous year price into 100. Okay, that means here 18 divided by 15, right? That is it. 18 divided by 15 into 100. Next, current year is 25 divided by 18 into 100. Next, 32 divided by 25 into 100. Here, 40 divided by 32 into 100. Now calculate these values. First value is 100. The next value, that is 120 here. 120. Next 138.89. 8 decimal here. 8. 1 second, I'll write properly here. That is 120. 138.89. Next 128, and last one 125. Therefore, link relative you are already calculated. Now last one, chain base index number. Chain base index number, what's the formula? That is current year link relative of current year into chain base index of which year? Previous year. Therefore, here these are the things. This is for previous year and this is for current year, whole divided by 100. Now we'll write here, that is 120. How do you calculate? This is, remember it, you are calculating like this way. Okay, 120 into 100 divided by 100. That means current year link relative into previous year chain base index number divided by 100. That means it is 120. Always the first one, it is going to be the same, link relative and chain base index number. Okay. Next, this way you are going to calculate current year, that is 138.89 into previous year chain base index is 120, whole divided by 100. The answer is 166.69. Multiply the numerator and divide by 100. The next one, you are multiplying like this way, that is 128 into this answer, that is your previous year chain base index, 166.69 whole divided by 100. The answer 213.36. Next, 125 into previous year, 1213, that is 213.36 divided by 100. The answer is 266.7. That means you have completed your table. That is link relative as well as chain based index number, your answer is ready. Chain based index number is a very important topic for the index numbers. Therefore, please practice these sums. Therefore, here I just showed you, I just bifurcated like type 1 and type 2. That means to make you to understand that what is the difference between these two type of sums to solve. Okay. For type 1, the years, that means the period is going to be given, and the prices of any commodity, only one commodity. That means the next one it comes like this is for a commodity A, next is going to be prices for B, C, D, like that way it will come. Then how do you find the chain based index number? Therefore, these are the examples for chain based index number for the type 1. Next sum, that is for type 2. Read the question. Calculate chain based index number for the following. Now here what is given? The commodity A named as A, B, C, and the years 2002 to 2005. Average sales in 1000. It is given here 35, 38, 42. This is in 2002. Now for C here, this is A, the corresponding information 35 to 45. Here 38 to 60. C 42 to 65. Now here we need to calculate what is a chain based index number. How do you start that one? Now see here, how do you construct the table? This is also very important for the table. Here first I will explain to you. There are commodities, there are 3, right? That means here commodity, first I have written A, B and C. Here commodity, and on top 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. Here on top it is years, that is we are going to calculate the link relative first, then we are going to calculate the chain based index number. Just make it a bigger column for your calculation because you are going to write the entire information here only. Now after that, A, B, C, here what is going to be there? Here we are going to calculate, in this area we are going to calculate link relative. Therefore here this is total of link relative. That is total of link relative, you are going to write it. Next row after the commodity ABC, total of link relative. Then average of link relative. This is total of link relative, average of link relative. Then your last column, that is chain based index. That is your chain based index number. Here this column construction itself, it is different. Therefore, you want to draw it and learn how do you construct these columns first. Here that table, how many columns are there? First commodity. Suppose it is ABC. Here 3 row. Otherwise D is there. You have to add D also. After D, it is total of link relative, then average of link relative, then it is chain based index number. See here, starting with 2000. Here the same way last time when we considered the starting year of that is commodity, link relative is 100. You can just fill it. For B commodity is also 100 because previous year informations are not there. C it is 100. Now you got an idea, link relative have written, right? Now total, that means 100 plus 100 plus 100. What you are going to get it here? That is 300 total. Now what is average? Average is also, that is here 300 divided by 3. We are adding with 300s divided by 3, that is 100. And here chain index, that is also 100 because we are going to assume it is chain index is 100 because previous year chain index we don't know. Therefore, this column is always, it is going to be the same. Suppose it is 4 commodities are there, that means one more 100, then 400, again 100 and 100. Because this is the way in the starting year you can fill it. 100 for link relative, 100 for link relative of B, 100 for link relative of C. Total it is 300, average is 100 and chain based index number also we assume it is 100. Okay. Now we are going to calculate your chain link relative of the commodity. First, you want to see the question, then only we can make out. 1 second. I'll just use another color pen. See. Now, see, I'm going to calculate for A first. How did you calculate for the previous that time? That is here. See here 35, 39, 42 and 45. Now you are going to calculate for 2003, right? This is 2003. Current year price. What is current year price? 39 divided by, see, previous year price 35. That means the row wise you are saying 5 into 100. This is for A. Now 2004 we are calculating here. That is 2004 current year, 2003 base year, that is 39. So here we are writing 42 divided by 39 into 100. What is the last one? 2005. That is 45 divided by 42 into 100. Therefore, always careful. First, do it in this row 1. That means for one commodity, commodity A. Then you will get an idea. Current year, what is link relative formula? Formula is the same. Current year price divided by previous year price into 100. Now, here we are calculating for 2003 link relative. Therefore, what is the current year price? That is 39 divided by previous year, that is 35 into 100. And here 42 divided by 39 into 100. 45 divided by 42 into 100. Now calculate these values. This is 111.43. Here it will come 107.69 and here it is 107.14. After calculating, we will calculate for B. Here, see, 2003. What is your price here? 45. And divided by which value will come? 38. Therefore, here I am completing first writing 45 divided by 32 into 100. Now, here this is 52 divided by 45 into 100. Here I'll repeat this all value here. Now, see here how you are doing. 42, 52 divided by 45. Therefore, into 100. Next, what will come? 60 divided by 52. That is, 60 is the current year price. 2005 price divided by 2004 price. That is 52 into 100. Therefore, here calculate the values here. That is 118.42, 115.56. Next, 115.38. Therefore, you have calculated the link relative of the commodity B also. Next one for C. See the values here, that is 42, 51, 56, 65. Therefore, you are calculating like this way. Here 51 divided by 42 into 100. Starting already we have completed 100. Next 56 divided by 51 into 100. And next 65 divided by 56 into 100. We'll write the values. The values just calculate by the calculator. That is 121.43, 109.08, then 116.07. That means here you have completed the table for the link relative. All the link relative of A, B, C you have calculated by using the formula current year price divided by previous year price into 100. Now see here, how did I calculate here 300? That means I just added these values, right? 100 plus 100 plus 100. Same way 2003, the link relative you will add. That means here 111.43, 118.42, 121.443. You are going to add these values. You are going to get it, that one, 351.28. Next, you will add these values below 2004, the link relative, 303.05. Now, last column, that is 338.5. Now, next column, the average link relative, right? Average, that means total you are written. Therefore, average means here you are added with 3 values. Therefore, you are going to divide by 3. That means this column you are going to divide it by 3. Here, 351.28. You are going to divide by 3. 117.09. Next, 111.02 divided by 3. 338.59 divided by 3. That 112.86. Now, last, the formula chain base index, that is equal to current year link relative into previous year chain base index divided by 100. Now see here, how do you calculate it? This is your previous year. Therefore, this way it is going to be there. This is current year, right? Current year link relative have written. What is the previous year chain base index? That is 100. Therefore, that 100 will come here, whole divided by 100. Therefore, in red I have written that is chain base index of previous year. What will come next? Therefore, here you need to calculate the value. Therefore, here the value, because then only we can continue it, right? 117.09. Just make it the last row bigger, then you can write it in the same row itself. Okay. Here, next, how do you calculate? This is a current year 111.02 into previous year change base index, that is 117.09. You have calculated here previous year divided by 100. Divided by 100, the value that is 129.99. Now the last one, current year, that is again 112.86 into previous year change base, that is this one 129.99 whole divided by 100. You are getting in the last value 146.71. Therefore, this way you are completing your table. Okay, for change based index number of the type 2 question. Type 2, what's the difference? That is, for commodities given 3 different commodities listed as A, B, C, and the prices which related to the period 2002 to 2005. Here, while making the column, you have to decide that how many commodities are there. First, make it that 3 row, then total linked relative average. Here, we are using the average. This is the average linked relative, right? Into previous year. Therefore, the red color which I have written, that previous year change base index, and you are calculating till 2005. The starting year, the information for 2001, it is not there. We are assumed that these values are linked relatives are 100 and also change base index is 100. Then only you can calculate the remaining years change base index number. Therefore, this is one of the example. We will do one more sum, then it is going to be more clear for you. The same type, one more question. Calculate change base index number of the following. Here again ABC 2010 to 2013. Normally they will give you 3 commodities. Okay, that is here A, B, C prices are here. Therefore, while making the column, what you are going to do it first, you will make the row for finding the link relative. Therefore, here top you have to write link relative. Okay, because it is you are finding link relative in the starting time relative. Okay, therefore here this column, while making the table, the columns make it quite bigger because you want to write that information here. And students, please try to don't calculate directly, just write the information. Means how do you calculate that previous year into, before here it is quite difficult for you actually. See, 39 divided by 35 into 100 to 42 divided by 39 into 100. You can write that directly the answer, but better in the examination write this and their calculation here, because you need to recheck it. In case here any one number, that means one value is wrong, then it is going to be entire answer is going to be wrong. Therefore, you have to just recheck it that you have placed it proper value previous year divided by current year. Therefore, always write like this way and calculate it. Therefore, here next I'm going to write here first 100 that I have already written. 100 is for 2010, 100 for B and C, total and average. Now here we are going to calculate 2011, that is 18 divided by 12, right? 25 divided by 18, like this way it will go. Therefore here we are filling 18 divided by 12 into 100. Here 25 divided by 18 into 100 and 30 divided by 25 into 100. Now calculate these values, that is first one here 18 divided by 150. Okay, next it is going to come 138.89. next one 120. The for B, commodity B, you are calculating, that is values 22 divided by 15, that is current year price. Here current year price into 100, that is 146.67. We will complete it while writing that values first. 27 divided by 22 into 100, this way. Next 35 divided by 27 into 100, that is 122.72 here, 129.62 here. That means here you have completed the calculation of link relative of B. Now link relative of C. Current year price, that is 32, because you are calculating for 2011. You are calculating for 2011, that is 32 divided by 25 into 100. Here 38 divided by 32 into 100. Last 40 divided by 38 into 100. After calculating, the values are 128, 118.75 and last one here 105.26. Here your calculator link relative. What's the formula? Current year price divided by previous year price into 100. Okay. After calculating the link relative, you are going to find the total of link relative. That means you are adding these three, 1, 2, 3, and the same way you are adding here, you are going to get it 424.67. Next 380.36. Last one 354.88. That means here you have added the link relative for particular year. That means here total for 2011, 2012, 2013. What is 2010? That is 300. Now you are finding the average. After finding this one, therefore dividing by 3 because we added 3 values, right? 1, 2, 3. Therefore here first link relative average is 100. Next 424.67 divided by 3, that gives you 141.56. Here 126.79 and 118.29. Now last one, the chain base index. Here just create the column, that is the last one, just quite bigger, and we are going to write it here. What's the formula? The formula, it is for chain base index equal to current year. What is current year? Link relative into what is previous year value? Previous year chain base index whole divided by 100. Therefore, which way I showed you last time? Like this way. You are going to multiply like this two way, like this way. Okay. Therefore, here first 141.56 into this is your chain base index, right? 100. Therefore, I'm writing 100 here whole divided by 100. Therefore, here the answer 141.56. Now, this 141.56 will come to this side, correct? Therefore, here first current one, that is 126.79. This is 126.79 multiplied with this circle, that is previous year chain base index 141.56 whole divided by 100. Multiply the numerator and calculate, that is 179.48. The next one here, last one 118.29 into here, that is 179 previous year chain base index whole divided by 100. Therefore answer 212.30. That means you have completed your table, you completed the entire calculation that is in the table. You have prepared the chain base index number for the series 2010 to 2013 for the commodities A, B and C. Here we discussed a very important topic, that is chain base index number. Students, please practice this sum, do it and write means the columns itself, that calculations like the especially for link relative, don't make mistake. How you are going to do, get an idea that how the way you are going to construct the column, then it is going to be easy. And only two formulas we use, link relative and chain base index number. Yes. Hi students, thank you for watching. If you really enjoyed this lecture, chain base index number, please like and share. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss out videos, updates of new topics. I'll bring it to the new topic from the time series now. And we will see for the next lecture. Thank you.